In the beginning of this drama, we see our female lead, who introduces herself by saying, "My name is Sumin. I am a senior student, which means I'll be graduating soon. I don't like talking to people much. I spend more time in the library than in my classes. There is one particular seat in the library that is very special to me. Because of that seat, I have to come early every morning. Why? I'll tell you later." After that, she explains that she has 3 roommates. 2 of them are always busy with their own work, so they barely talk to her. But one of them is her good friend Foam, an influencer with many followers on social media. Meanwhile, Sumin shares that she wants to become an animal doctor. But when it comes to surgery, she gets nervous, which makes her worried. Still, she loves animals deeply, so she wants to become an animal doctor no matter what. She also reveals a top secret. On her very first day of college, she developed a crush on a boy who was placing a bird back in its place. His name is Bin, a very handsome and kind person. She didn't know she would like him so much at first sight. But because she is very shy, she hasn't confessed her feelings for the last 4 years. Instead, she has been writing letters to him, letters she never sent. Bin works in the garden department, and his office is right in front of the library building. That's why Sumin comes early every day and sits in that special seat from where she can see Bin. She has been doing this for 4 years. She wishes for a day when she'll finally confess her feelings, but she feels she might never be able to talk to him. Still, just one glimpse of him makes her happy, even if she has to put in a lot of effort to see him. Then, Sumin says that only 109 days are left before she graduates, and after that she might never be able to see Bin again. But then something happened that she had never imagined. One day, while she was going to attend her class, she slipped for some reason and was about to fall, but Bin rushed forward and saved her. She was shocked to see him. After that, Bin even tasted the apple she was eating, then apologized and asked, "Are you okay? Let me get you another apple." He told her that this apple tree was planted many years ago by a teacher who wanted to remember their love. Along with the apple, he also gave her a note written on paper. Sumin thanked him, and before they could talk more, the teacher arrived, and Bin quickly ran away. Sumin thought to herself that she had planned so many times in the last 4 years to talk to him, yet never succeeded, but today, because of this apple tree, they finally talked. She wondered if it was truly a love tree. For her, this apple became a love token. Meanwhile, in the next scene, Sumin can't understand what was written in the note because the language looks different. So she asks the library in charge, Miss Gu, about it. Miss Gu tells her that the note is written in Taiwanese, and it simply means thanks. Sumin becomes happy. Then Miss Gu asks Sumin for a favor. "Can you ask your Taiwanese friend to check a Taiwan address for me? I've been sending letters there for a long time but never received a reply. I want to know if the address is correct." Sumin agrees immediately because this gives her a chance to visit Bin's studio and talk to him. In the next scene, gathering courage, she reaches his studio, but she cannot bring herself to go inside. Just then, Bin comes out and recognizes Sumin. She explains to him that she needs his help. Bin says, "Come inside." The moment Sumin steps into his office, she looks around in amazement and says, "Today I finally got to see your office from the inside. Until now, I only saw it from the library window. It feels really nice to be here." After that, she explains Miss Gu's problem, that Miss Gu has been sending letters to a Taiwan address for a long time, but never received a reply. She asks if Bin has a friend in Taiwan who can check the address and find out what's going on, because it is very important for Miss Gu. Bin agrees to help. Sumin was extremely nervous, so as soon as the conversation ended, she ran away at full speed because she had gathered a lot of courage just to stand in front of Bin and talk. Seeing this, Bin even laughed. Meanwhile, Sumin returned to her room and once again started writing her feelings in a letter, describing how she felt talking to Bin today. She also wrote that this was her 92nd letter, which she still wouldn't send and would keep safely with her. Just then, Sumin's roommate came in and said she was sad because she had broken up again. She teased Sumin, saying, "At least my love life is clear, but you've been writing letters for the same guy for 4 years and never send them." Sumin replied softly, "Yes, I like loving this way. Forget about me, go to sleep." The scene cuts to the next morning. When Sumin wakes up, she discovers that the letter she wrote last night is missing. Her roommate reveals, "I sent it to Bin. Since you never confess, I helped you." Hearing this, Sumin panics and rushes to find Gubin. When she reaches his office, she sees her letter lying there, still unopened. Sumin quietly reaches out to take it back. But Gubin notices her. He starts asking several questions. Why do you suddenly want this letter back after sending it to me? What is inside it? Nervous and panicking, Sumin lies and says, actually, this letter wasn't for you. It was for your best friend Chun, whom I like. After that, Gubin is shocked and says, oh, is that so? You like my best friend Chun? Alright then, I'll help you complete your love story. Sumin stands silently because, while trying to fix the situation, she created an even bigger mess. She gets the chance to grab the letter and runs outside, completely worried about how she will ever face Chun now. Meanwhile, whenever Gubin appears with Chun, Sumin tries to avoid them. Even if she is with her friend, she hides or runs away whenever she sees the two coming. One night, Fong introduces everyone to her new boyfriend. Sumin feels happy for her and thinks, even though I can't confess my own feelings, at least Fong is not like me. She confesses to the one she likes and ends up dating him. Days pass, and one day while Sumin is in her lab, Gubin arrives with Chun. Seeing them makes Sumin nervous again because of all the misunderstandings. They're here to get his sick cat checked. Later that night, Gubin asks Sumin to join them for a movie, the three of them together. He wants Chun and Sumin to get closer. But evening arrives, and Sumin still doesn't go. Fong convinces her, even if Gubin misunderstood the situation, go anyway. Spend time with Gubin. Become at least his good friend. Sumin finally agrees. In the next scene, we see her with Chun and Gubin in the theater. Sumin feels good because she is at least watching a movie with Gubin. But suddenly her mood drops. In the row ahead of them, she sees a boy romancing his girlfriend, and that boy is none other than Fang's new boyfriend. After that, Sumin begins following the boy because she wants to catch him red-handed. She reaches a bar, but inside she gets trapped among several drunk men who refuse to let her leave. At that moment, Gubin arrives there and saves Sumin from the situation. But she quickly runs out because she still has to catch Fang's boyfriend. In the next scene, when she reaches the washroom area, she hides and secretly records a video of Fang's boyfriend with his current girlfriend. But suddenly both of them spot her recording. A fight breaks out between the three, and just when the girl is about to hit Sumin, Gubin appears again and grabs the girl's hand, telling her to back off. After that, a serious fight starts. Gubin and Fang's boyfriend are beating each other badly, while Sumin is fighting the girl. All four keep attacking one another. Just then, Chun arrives to help his friends, but security guards also show up, forcing all of them to escape. Meanwhile, Sumin, Chun, and Gubin end up at Gubin's office. Sumin applies medicine to Gubin's injuries. When Gubin gently applies medicine to Sumin's wounds, she becomes extremely nervous because they are suddenly very close to each other. But then they both pull away. The next day, Sumin is stressed, wondering how she will send Fong the video of her boyfriend. She thinks Fong will find it strange that Sumin knows such things about her boyfriend. Gubin comforts her and says, don't worry. Give me the video, I'll send it. I'm an unknown person to your friend, so it won't feel weird. He sends the video. Later, in the next scene, Gubin accompanies Sumin to Miss Gu's house. He tells her, I found the address you asked me to check. The person to whom you kept sending letters. He doesn't live there anymore. He is shifted to a new house. Hearing this makes Miss Gu sad. She then tells them her story. A boy from my college liked me a lot. I liked him too, but neither of us ever confessed our feelings. Years passed. Then a few years ago, I suddenly received letters from him, telling me how much he loved her. Along with that, he had also dedicated an old Taiwanese song to her. But now, because all those letters were written in Taiwanese and had come to her directly from Taiwan, she took a lot of time to understand them. And when she sent letters on her own, she didn't receive any response. And now you are telling her that the person has shifted house. At least if that person had read her letters and understood her feelings, she wouldn't have been living with this regret. She then started crying, thinking she should have gathered courage during college days and confessed her feelings instead of keeping them hidden. Hearing this, both Gubin and Sumin feel bad for Miss Gu. When Sumin is going back home, she keeps thinking about all this and gets worried that someday she might end up regretting things just like Miss Gu. So she decides that she must gather courage and confess her feelings to Gubin as soon as possible. But since Miss Gu had mentioned that her lover had dedicated an old song to her, and she could never find its CD anywhere, both of them help her search for it. After a lot of searching, they finally find the CD for Miss Gu. When Miss Gu finally listens to the song, she becomes very emotional and happy, and begins missing her lover because she can feel every loving line of the song. She genuinely thanks both of them, and they feel happy too. Now in the next scene, it is shown that Gu-bin has arranged a private date for his friend Chun and Sumin. Chun looks serious and says, "I'm sorry, but what I'm about to tell you might keep you awake for many nights. But it's important for me to tell the truth, I do not like you. Instead, I like your friend Fong." Sumin becomes happy on hearing this, because she never liked Chun anyway. So she tells him, "I also like someone else." In this way, the misunderstanding between the two of them gets cleared. Now we see Sumin and Gu-bin both start chatting as well, and spend more and more time together. Since both of them had exams coming up, they were studying hard too. Sumin had difficulty performing the surgery, so Gu-bin came to encourage her. In this way, she finally managed to complete the surgery successfully and pass. On the other side, Gu-bin's project was also ready, so he passed as well. Now all of them decide to go out together. There, Foam explains to Sumin that this is the day when she must confess her feelings no matter what, so she should not give up. Sumin agrees. Everyone is ready to go out. And when Sumin appears in a completely different look in front of Gu-bin, looking truly beautiful, Gu-bin cannot stop staring at her. He simply cannot take his eyes off her because when we like someone, they already look special in their daily appearance, but when they get ready even better, it becomes something completely different. That is why Gu-bin's eyes wouldn't move away from Sumin. By the way, credit goes to Fong because she was the one who helped Sumin get ready. They all reach the amusement park and enjoy a lot. They laugh and joke around. Sumin's friends even try to scare both of them so they can get a little closer. Later, when the two of them are sitting in a mini car and Sumin is about to say something to Gu-bin, another car hits them. Because of this, Gu-bin's head spins badly, as if something is wrong, but he gets up and tells Sumin that they should leave. While going home, Foam tells them that the taxi is full and they should come together. So instead of taking Sumin home, Gu-bin takes her to his secret place, which she really likes. They talk about many things. Then Sumin gathers courage and starts reading the letters she had written for Gu-bin, telling him everything, that she has liked him since day one. She tells him that when she saw him helping those birds, "I like you so much that I started following you secretly. I was the one who secretly took the photo that you had put outside the office. I even came to your class just to see you, but I never saw you there. Every day, I waited only for you to arrive. Then I would walk past you as if we were two strangers passing each other. Doing all this made me feel really happy, because at least I got a small glimpse of you every day. Then finally, we met on that day when you saved me from falling and ate my apple." Slowly, our friendship grew, and everything felt like a dream to me. In fact, even now it feels like I am dreaming while finally telling you everything in my heart, how I have liked you sincerely for all these 4 years. You are not just a friend to me, you have become my entire world. I cannot spend even a single day without thinking of you. Because of you, I had the courage to face the surgery and I finally passed. So thank you for making my college days so special. If you weren't there, I wouldn't have such beautiful memories." Just when Sumin was finally about to say "I love you" to Gu-bin, he stops her and says, "Why are you becoming so serious? We are only friends." Sumin is shocked to hear this. Gu-bin continues, "I help everyone. I am kind to everyone. That doesn't mean you should misunderstand me. So please stop. It's already late. We should go home now. And yes, there's something I forgot to tell you. After graduation, I am going to shift to Taiwan. Maybe we will never meet again." Hearing this, Sumin's heart breaks even more, realizing how Gu-bin has rejected her because maybe he never liked her even 1%. Many days pass, and it is shown that Sumin has stopped meeting Gu-bin. She stays sad all day long. She has become quiet like before. She talks to no one, meets no one, and never even smiles anymore, because more than being rejected, what hurt her the most was that Gu-bin did not even let her say "I love you," something Sumin had wanted to say for so long. She was so broken that it felt like her entire world had ended. She started living completely alone. Then the scene shows party day before graduation. Gu-bin was there as well, but Gu-bin and Sumin didn't meet or talk at all. Now we see graduation day, where everyone is very happy except Sumin, who feels no happiness at all. She is extremely sad. And just as she is leaving, she sees that Gu-bin's project has received first rank. Not only that, he has not posted his single photo, but the photo of him together with Sumin. Sumin is shocked and wonders, am I actually a little special to Gubin? And if yes, why is he hiding it? So she immediately goes to the boys' hostel to talk to him. But Chun tells her that Gubin has already left for the airport. Sumin runs to the airport and shouts his name loudly. Gubin is shocked to see her there. Then Sumin directly starts shouting, I love you, to Gubin, clearly telling him that she has loved him like crazy for the past 4 years. She says she doesn't want anything in return. She only wants him to be happy, even if it's with another girl he likes. She says if she didn't say this today, she would regret it just like Miss Gu did. Gubin only smiles while looking at Sumin. He gives no reply, but he is happy that Sumin has finally become brave. The scene cuts to 1 year later. Sumin meets her roommates, and we learn that Fong and Chun have become a couple. The rest of her friends are also doing well in life. Sumin herself has become very successful. At night, while going home, she says that Miss Gu has passed away, which makes her sad. Then Sumin feels like visiting Gubin's secret place, so she goes there. Its condition is no longer as good as before, just average now. Shockingly, inside the letter box, Sumin finds a letter, placed there by none other than Gubin, and it is written for her. She quickly begins reading the letter. She is shocked to discover that in it, Gubin has expressed his feelings. Gubin first says that when he went to the house of Miss Gu's lover, where he had shifted, he discovered that the man had died many years ago. Among his belongings, Gubin found many letters that he brought back and gave to Miss Gu, because all of them had been written for her. These were the letters her lover had written for her since the very beginning. Miss Gu became very sad. But Gubin comforted her, saying that now her lover's soul must be happy because all those messages had finally reached her. They folded the letters into little boats and set them afloat on the water. After that, day and night, Gubin kept hearing the moment when Sumin had said, I love you to him. Then Gubin revealed the biggest secret. The day Sumin saw him for the first time was also the day he saw her for the first time, and he too fell in love with her at first sight, because her bright face stood out in the crowd, and her eyes held concern for him, worried he might fall. From that day on, Sumin became someone he liked. He used to go to Sumin's class just to see her. But at that same time, Sumin would be in his class trying to see him, so even though they were so close, they never actually met. Whenever Sumin secretly tried to look at him, he always fully noticed her. But unfortunately, he never had the courage to approach her. He finally met her on the day he saved her from falling. He had intentionally come close to her because he wanted to talk. Using a trick, he wrote Taiwanese on a small note for her, hoping she would keep coming back to him to ask what it meant. But he didn't know she would learn the meaning that same day. As they began spending time together, their love deepened. He was very happy to have her, believing they would always remain together. But life played a cruel joke. 1 month before graduation, he found out he had a brain tumor and had very little time left. This broke him completely. All his hopes collapsed. That is why he cried a lot and had also started drinking. But whenever he looked at her, a hope to live would rise within him. He would feel happy. That is why he decided to spend the last days of his life with her. But when he realized that Sumin loved him just as deeply, and that forgetting him would become very difficult for her, he stopped her that day. He didn't let her say everything. He didn't want her to suffer because of him. Perhaps by the time she would receive this letter, he would already have left this world. But he thanked her for making the last days of his life beautiful and for giving him so many lovely memories. Sumin became extremely sad because, of course, this news was no less than a shock for her, that Gubin had passed away forever. Her eyes fell on a painting, and the moment she saw it, she was terribly surprised because the painting was no one else but Sumin herself. This meant that whenever she used to look at Gubin from the library window, Gubin also fully noticed Sumin. Then suddenly, Gubin's voice called out to her. When she turned around, she saw that it was Gubin's soul. Seeing him made Sumin extremely happy, because both of them had confessed their feelings. Neither of them kept regrets locked inside their hearts like Miss Gu and her lover. And with this heart-touching scene, the drama ends. Please like, share, and subscribe.